Nestle girl, listen, I'm feeling real good this morning because I just looked in the mirror and discovered, bitch, I'm beat. Yes, God, honey. I'm going to need to be to keep my motivation up to get me through this Love and Hip Hop Hollywood review. At any rate, Nestle girl, did you get into Love and Hip Hop Hollywood last night? I mean, you know, they had a little things going on with the little domestic issues with A1 and Lyrica girl. So let's just jump right on into it. The episode opens up with Teairra Mari doing a video shoot with her boyfriend at the time, Akbar. I am glad to see that when Love and Hip Hop went to commercial, that they had a feature and one of the songs was Teairra Mari's Vacation. I normally don't do this, but I'm going to encourage everybody out there to at least check out the song, listen to it on YouTube, and if you like it, go buy it. And the reason that I am doing that is because for over 7 years now, y'all hear me get on this platform and talk about how these artists need to be using it to launch their music career or to expand it or to grow it. And it seems as if that is what Teairra is trying to do, so we must positively reward her for that. And that being said, from the snippet that I heard, you know, she did her thing, you know, and it is consistent with the quality and the caliber of music that is being put out. So shouts out to Teairra for at least, you know, doing the work to try to get back on the right track, y'all. We got to give credit where credit is due. With that being said, I'm finna take away a little credit. Akbar is cute in the face, but the body is giving me just very, you know, round the way homeboy tease. I'm just not understanding why everybody is going up for him. Like, is he super rich or something? Somebody drop that in the comments to help me understand it. Don't get me wrong, buddy ain't ugly. Matter of fact, the nigga is fine, but he ain't out of the ordinary fine. I mean, he's just like, you know, damn, he cute or whatever. Moving right along. What we moving on? Lyrica. Lyrica and her mama Lyrica G. First of all, y'all, I don't know why, but this is the first time I realized that Lyrica, A1 wife, that his mama name is Lyrica as well. They down to the radio doing an interview with Donatella or whatever. Yes, Jaja Boy. What she said? Demi Moore, Prince Diana, Donatella, and all them rich bitches. Oh, I'm getting it all wrong. Jaja Boy, Demi Moore, Prince Diana, and all them rich bitches. I thought Lil' Kim mentioned Donatella in there. Maybe wrong song. Wrong song. Nevertheless, Lyrica Anderson and Lyrica G was down to the radio station doing an interview with Donatella, and Lyrica G, the mama, reveals that she's doing an EP. Girl, why? Lyrica G, you need to do an EP, an everlasting pause, okay? Sit your old ass down. I'm gonna say this though. Although I think Lyrica's mother is trying to relive her youth and she's having more fun being on this show, Lyrica mama and A1 mama, I think they having more fun being on this show than their children are. Unlike Mama D and a lot of other people, at least Lyrica mama actually could sing. Like, I would not mind if Lyrica's mother was on like some of her background vocals. Catch these teas. I was watching a snippet on YouTube of Whitney Houston, some Whitney Houston clips, and the guy that did the music on How Will I Know, he was talking about how quickly they recorded the song, and come to find out, Sissy Houston and some of her homegirls did the background vocals on How Will I Know, Just Trust the Feel. That's Sissy, y'all. That is Sissy. Sissy around Aretha House right now getting ready to see her on The Glory, and we're going to talk about that in another video, but I didn't know Sissy had did background vocals for Whitney. Now that I know, it does make sense. But just trust my feeling, Lyrica G. We don't want no EP from you. I mean, unless you're going to come through and give us old nasty Nita Baker vibes. Is there something I can give you in exchange for everything you give to me? That's Miss Jan. When I learned how to hold it, in exchange for everything you give to me. That's Miss Jan. When y'all see me doing all that running and running all over the place, that's because I went to who? Kim Burrell. Okay, nevertheless, let me move right on. I will say this. When Lyrica found out that her mother went to K. Michelle's concert and was cutting the fool, and she told her mama, you know, Ma, you look stupid arguing with K. Michelle. she told her right, and I'm glad that Lyrica doesn't have her head so far up her mother's ass that she can't check her. Like, yeah, ma, it's already bad enough that I gotta argue with this bitch, and this bitch has more footing in the industry than I do right now. You going and arguing with her is not helping my cause nor making things better for either of us. Fizz and AD, I'm gonna tell you something. Tiffany, when you walked your ass down the stairs, you was all kinds of wrong. Like, you was just all kinds of wrong, and you messy. And I want to talk about two things right now. For one, Fizz, she is not the woman for you. She's not the woman for you for the simple fact that she cared more about her own personal agenda than she did about the confusion that it will cause in your life and your co-parenting situation. She was more concerned with getting back at AD and getting back at Moniece than she was about just enjoying whatever it is y'all got going on. Y'all have not been together long enough for Tiffany to be making those type of declarations, and it would seem to me that she would be trying to enjoy a peaceful, calm relationship with you by any means necessary. AD was coming over there for 5 minutes to pick up some shoes, say, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing mighty fine. Last time I seen you, it's been a long time. That's all AD wanted. Tiffany could have stayed upstairs and y'all could have went back to doing, but instead she had to, you know, mark her territory, and it wasn't a good look. Moreover, Fizz, I think, you know, you didn't check Tiffany as hard as you should have, and I'm really questioning your judgment because you knew that this was not going to go over well with Moniece. Here's the thing. You know, Fizz, for whatever it's worth, you've got some residual fame on you. Hopefully you've got some residual B2K money. Outside of that, you are a nice looking dude and you are on a reality TV show. I said all of that to say this. You know, Fizz, you don't have a problem finding somebody to date. You don't have a problem finding somebody to like. You don't have a problem finding somebody to have sex with. Of all the people in LA that you could have connected with, you chose this person. It says to me too that you're somewhat immature as well, because your co-parenting situation with Moniece and just having peace in your life should have meant a hell of a lot more to you than having a piece of ass. Like, and it's just a maturity thing, y'all. You get to a certain age and you start to exercise a little more foresight, and you start to understand, look, I'm having a good day today. I had a good day yesterday, and I want to have a good day tomorrow. And that right there, that's going to prohibit me from having a good day. I don't want it. I don't like that kind. And you keep it moving. But, you know, you just haven't reached there yet. I guess you just haven't gotten tired of you and Moniece going back and forth. And both of y'all keep talking about y'all trying to put the child first. But, you know, quiet as it's kept, at this point, y'all hoes just need to get back together. You, her, and AD. All of y'all just get together and fool la la. Ray J telling Princess that Safaree fucked Lyrica. That scene was kind of dry and fake. Princess looks very good to be pregnant. Oh, she ain't pregnant no more. Y'all, Brooke and Marcus just need to fucking get off the show. It's sad that this girl on this show all but about to die and no one gives a fuck. Like, we just don't care. Like, Brooke, Valentine, and Marcus, we just don't care. Brooke had lumps in her titties and we don't care. Marcus got another girlfriend and we don't care. Brooke got her nails done and we don't care. Brooke pregnant, died, married, divorced, single, in a threesome love affair, and we just don't care. Like, Brooke, I'm starting to see now why maybe your career just didn't do what it was supposed to do. You don't have that intangible it factor. Like, we don't care. And the sad part about it is, Brooke, you are pretty. I think you dress nice. Your weave is on point for the most part. And, you know, you can sing, you can do a little yang, yang, yang around the house, and we just don't care. Like, I'm not even finna try. I was finna say you got that Kelly Rowland thing where you're just not a star. It ain't even that, because we care about Kelly a little bit, but Brooke, like, when Teairra Mari got more props than you, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'd rather watch Hazel E annoying ass than Brooke. That's just true to you. Brooke, this is just not working for you, and unfortunately, it seems to me that you're focusing more time on being a reality star than you are being a singer. And, you know, Girl Fight, I refuse to believe you made that much money from that song where you can afford to not be trying to create other streams of income other than just this show. Somebody figure it out. Lucci 20K party. Like, you know, Lucci I really feel like in 8 years, Lucci is going to be in one of two places. Jail, singing his shoulda, coulda, wouldas, or on the MTV Young People version of Unsung, talking about how he had it all, and one wrong turn, he lost everything: the money, the popularity, the girls, the fame, his career. Like, I love the fact that A1 was telling Solo Lucci, you need to slow the fuck down, excuse me. And then Lucci talking about, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm just like, Lucci, nigga, I hope you don't think you finna do anything different than anybody in the last 60 years has done before you. Do you not know how this story ends? Like, where are the OGs in the game that are mentoring these young boys that you can't just be throwing money away like this, because the shit is not gonna be coming in like that forever. Check out some of your contemporaries. Designer, where's Designer at? Future having a hard time right now. Like, a lot of these people in that mumble rap trap music genre that you in right now are having a hard time. That shit is here today, gone tomorrow, and that whole genre is on its way out. That whole sub-genre of a genre is on its way out of here. Work ain't honest. In a few years, it ain't gonna be paying the bills either. So I want you to, you know, like A1 told you, throw some, pocket some. Throw some, pocket some. But blowing money that fast, you got an advance, nigga. Listen, you might not be old enough to know the Tony Braxton story, but nigga, that ain't your, like, that's borrowed money. That's credit. That's a loan. The label did not give you $1 million because they think you cute. They didn't give you shit. They loaned you, they gonna tax you, and they gonna pad the books and cook the books that when it's time to recoup, they gonna recoup that and then some. I just hope you know, astute enough to really understand what's going on. Lil Britney, you cute or whatever, you definitely fit the mold for Love and Hip Hop. I have no opinion of you thus far. I do like your vibe. I like your go-get-em attitude. I like everything you give. I will say this, saying that you fit the Love and Hip Hop mold, you know, sis, I haven't ascertained if that's a compliment or a read just yet. I mean, maybe it's a combination of both, wrapped in a pretty bow. Surprise! But nevertheless, welcome. And, you know, I hope you make a splash on this thing. Nikki, baby, you need to find you some purpose. You know, the unfortunate thing about the girls that look good, it's like that shit only lasts like 2 seasons, the thing about beauty. And then after we've looked at you and we've gawked and we've been in awe of your beauty and your body or whatever, it's like, okay, it gets old. It's just like an outfit. Like, you'll go buy an outfit for something and you spent all this money on this outfit, and then after you wear it 2 times, it's like you're ready to give it to your homegirl or give it to your sister, because the outfit, while it looked so amazing at the time you bought it, at this point now it's of no value. And Nikki, that's really what you've become. Like, everybody, all the men involved have already jacked off to you. You know, all the girls have already gawked over you. We're on to the next person on Instagram with the plastic body or the new face, and you have not found a way to reinvent yourself. Like, I honestly think you need to bring your mama back into the fold, and maybe we need to see you opening up your own club or your own bar and using your connects through your family in the club industry and being on this show and the music industry to see you doing some entrepreneurial work type stuff. But this whole I'm a bad bitch and I'm cute, that shit is old. Like, we're off of bad bitches and on to boss bitches. That's the movement that we're on now. Like, motherfuckers want to see hoes work, okay? Work ain't honest, but bitch, we needed to pay the bills. We want to see you work, mama. Not the runway, but the real way, okay? The life way. Akbar rolled up at that party. Child, I thought Akbar was coming to the party. He rolled up to the party and snatched Teairra the fuck up out of there. And it's funny because had I felt like his intentions were pure, I kind of would have been somewhat okay with it. But you don't embarrass another grown person in front of their friends. And Akbar, the appropriate thing to have done would have been to just kick it with Teairra at the party, fall back, and passively make sure she ain't doing nothing that she ain't supposed to be doing. But trying to isolate her from her friends and coming at her friends crazy, that's only gonna cause friction. It's gonna make things worse. And it kind of showed that you got a little possessive in you and you might be a little crazy, because who does that? And last but not least, like, honestly, Teairra, you need to check that behavior, because even when a nigga doing everything for you, it's not appropriate. But if you gonna do that to me, at least be putting some food on my table and paying not some of my bills, but all my bills, okay? Like all of them. Like, nigga, you need to be my meal ticket before you try to come handle me like that, trying to embarrass me down to the party in front of my friends. AD, Moniece, and Mr. Ray eating crabs. And AD dropped the line to Moniece about Tiffany and Fizz. Like, Moniece, why you so immature? And then the first thing you did was rant. I'm not even finna waste my breath talking about Moniece and the immature shit she do. You know, say la vie, girl. Tiff and Fizz having dinner and Tiff being mad. But Tiff, here's Tiffany, here's what I'm not understanding. How can you possibly have room to be mad with Moniece making her Instagram post and talking shit when inadvertently this is a situation you created? You should have stayed your ass upstairs. You've got prior history with Moniece. You know she crazy, and this is the type of friction you wanted. You wanted this type of friction. Now you mad. That's what I'm saying about people having to prioritize peace over their damn pride. If it means so much to you to live a peaceful life and a calm life and a life that's stress-free with no drama for you and your man and your man's child, then you should have stayed your ass the fuck upstairs with that late-ass Fredericks of Hollywood lingerie on. People don't even wear that child. It looked like Victoria's Secret. If it ain't La Perla, bitch, we don't want to see it, nobody on here with it on. It looked like you and OG probably get y'all lingerie from the same place, because that shit OG had on the other night on Basketball Wives, that red sheer tour netting shit was a goddamn mess on the same level as yours. Stassi being pregnant. Stassi, come here, daughter. There was an old lady sitting under a tree. She called me over and she said to me, the old lady said to me, the quickest way to lose a man is to have a baby from him. And that is the God honest truth, daughter. The quickest way to lose a man is to have a baby from him. And I just don't understand why people are still this dumb in 2018 thinking that being pregnant is going to solidify their relationship. And then where's your mama at, or anybody in your life that's over the age of fucking 40 to school you? Did you honestly just get on camera, reveal to a man that you were pregnant, then in the same breath ask this man, were y'all together and were y'all official? I think that had to be the dumbest line of Love and Hip Hop history ever. Like, I've never been so embarrassed for somebody that I don't know. You revealed to this man with all kind of joy that you were pregnant. Then you turned around and asked him, are we official? Are we together? Girl, how the fuck you positive that you pregnant but you unsure if y'all together? How you having sex with somebody raw on no birth control and you don't know if y'all together? Oh my God, that mistake was so amateur. And you fucking a broke nigga and you unsure about if you together from a nigga that got on a Sigma convention jacket from K&K Menswear or from the Men's Warehouse. I just can't. Like, daughter, the level of stupidity, I just can't. And I really feel bad for you. And then the man wanted the cameras to stop rolling and he wanted to just talk to you because he wanted to know if this was real. And I just feel so embarrassed for you. And I hope you're not pregnant and you just got gas, because God knows you too stupid to be anybody mama. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Lyrica Tamar Braxton fussing with A1 down to the house. Let me tell you something. Y'all house already wasn't no home because y'all didn't have no furniture in it or no home decor. That had to be an Airbnb. But I'm just going to rock with the storyline and say it was y'all home. Bitch, when Lyrica and A1 got the fussing and Lyrica tried to throw something at him, she had a 30-second stutter step because she had to look around that empty-ass house and find a decoration to throw or whatever the case may be. And I'm going to tell you something, Mona, you got some good-ass security, because I don't give a damn how much you paying me. I'm not going to promise you that I'm going to jump in front of a projectile to prevent something from happening. I know my job is to secure the premises and to secure the people, but I'm gonna secure them after the object has been thrown and reached its intended target. That man basically took a bullet for A1. He jumped in front of the picture. No, God, honey, I'm going to jump to grab her hand. I'm going to jump to keep him from hitting her, but I'm not going to jump in front of no projectile object. Whoever that security man is, Mona, you need to upgrade him from security 3 to security 1 and then put him in lead security training program, because he is a good man, Miss Mona. He is a good man. So Stephanie, Gail, Stephen, Vivian, Mona, what, somebody give that man a recommendation. Y'all tag the security man and let him know that I'm gonna call Mona when I get off the line and put in a good word for him. Brooke talking with Marcus, and Brooke wanted Marcus to dismiss Stassi. Why? Like, Brooke, you come in second stupid on this episode behind Stassi, because it's kind of like you got a ring on, you forcing somebody to marry you, you putting him on the timetable. I don't believe any of it, and I just don't even have it in me to talk about you and Marcus's relationship. And Marcus must just have something like in his aura that just attracts stupid ass girls, because you and Stassi seem to be really cut from the same mental cloth. Brooke, I'm really disappointed in you, because here it is, we've got, you know, somebody, and this is no shade, who was as washed up, forgotten as Teairra Mari, who is using this platform to try to do better in her life musically, the thing that brought her to the show. Teairra is like, shit, I don't see what Cardi B has done. I've seen a Marlon Negra. I've seen what K. Michelle has done. I see what it's doing for Lyrica. I see what it's doing for all my music industry contemporaries, and I want to get my piece of the pie. Your focus really should be your music and not Marcus. It's the wrong M, mama. You've been on the show a whole season. We ain't heard no new music, Brooke. We ain't heard no new nothing. What's up with your music, sis? What's up with your music? The apology lunch with Drew, AD, Tiffany, and Moniece. Somebody please drop down in the comments and inform me on when the lunch went left. Tiffany was saying she didn't have a problem. Moniece was saying she didn't have a problem. Then all of a sudden Moniece gets up and ready and is, you know, gets ready to walk out, and she's mad. And she was talking to Drew, and then Tiffany started getting up, following behind her. I'm not understanding why Tiffany was upset. And, you know, the bigger thing is Moniece starts crying, and she flips to her confession, and she starts talking about how Drew never had her back, how Drew doesn't have her back, and she sees now that Drew is not going to have her back. Here's what's confusing me. Drew is not your man. Drew has not been your man for a long time. So why is there this expectation that he is going to have your back? Drew has no universal responsibility to be there for you financially, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, physically, or any capacity. The only obligation that he has to you is to be the best father that he can to your son. So I'm not understanding why you are voluntarily frustrating yourself by continuing to hold on to this false expectation that he is supposed to have your back and somehow be, you know, a moderator of your damn feelings. That's not how it works. And it says to me that you still have feelings for him and you're still in love with him. If that's the case, then work on getting back with him. But it feel like Drew don't want nothing to do with your ass, and you know it, and it's just you having a hard time swallowing it. You know, yes, it was petty that Lil Fizz / Drew got with Tiffany, and I feel like that was just sloppy and messy as hell. But Moniece, again, I'm all about taking responsibility of your own emotions and stop putting your emotions in the hands of a man. The fact that you broke down and started crying the way you did, to me, says you still in love with that man, and you need to get that under control. And that's a girl. That was Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. It wasn't as painful. I got through it, and we made it do what it do. I'll call you a little later, girl. Bye.